YouTube? It's your boy Trinity Wolf, and welcome back to another awesome episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. Now, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, quit looking at it, and hit it already. Hit the like button, and I'm not going to keep it too long, but let's get into this. So, my first match was against just pure blue eyes. So, I pretty much just 2-0 this guy. It wasn't that hard, I pop off. As you can see, what's funny is if he actually had a negate for my Fusion Destiny, I actually would have just ended up passing my turn. But as you can see, that didn't happen. I made my Destiny Hero Dominance. I looked at the top 5 of his deck and put something on top, and then I pretty much just OTK right here. Because then I used Phoenix to pop the Dominance, brought 3 back, and then it was just OTK. So in game 2, even though he saw all those shenanigans, he let me go first. I guess he was... he didn't even like do any hand traps or anything. Like, he didn't even side deck. Maybe he just wasn't feeling it. But if you guys didn't know, this event was for like an OLED Nintendo Switch. Sadly, this is the only game I win today. I don't know. I was just totally scrubbing. I know in my next match I brick. It was just, I don't know. It was just not good. It goes to show that since my locals are not hosting any like tournaments or anything, I have to like play in person like consistently. And if I don't, I kind of like lose. Like, it's like, it's basically like just not practicing. It's like the same thing when it comes to like, you don't play like a video game for like a few months, and then you're not gonna have that consistent skill. One thing I liked about that game, I think I TTT'd and took a Nibiru out of his hand. I think that was that match. But anyway, guys, this is game 2 against Sword Soul, and I pretty much get bodied. There's nothing against my opponent, but I didn't really like the way he'd shuffle my deck, where he'd shuffle my deck and then he would take the top 5 cards and put them at the bottom of the deck. Now, it didn't really happen with this hand, but in my next game, I totally bricked after he did that. I had Ferris and like no other cards to combo off with, and I chose to go first that game, I believe. So I just ended up literally just passing my turn. But as you can see, he pretty much did his typical Sword Soul build. I don't think I had any disruptions for him on this one. I think I had Imperm, but I can't honestly remember. I wasn't really paying attention since I was talking to you guys. But this pretty much is gonna do it. I just couldn't get over the 2 monsters and the disruptions. Game 2, I chose to go first. As you can see, I look at my hand and then I pass. I literally had absolutely nothing. And I think this game, we kind of went back and forth because I had like 2 disruptions. Like, my hand would have actually been perfect going second, just because I had the 2 disruptions for him. Typically, just from seeing Sword Soul on Master Duel, anytime they have to just start off doing all their like Tinyi stuff just to try to get one of their Sword Soul monsters, I know their hand's not that good. So like, as you can see, he just ends up, I think, on the 2 Link monsters and sets 2, attacks me, and passes. I Stratos, of course, he has a negate. I fuse away because I had the Ferris. And then Sunrise, I think it's just killed next turn. So this game was a back and forth. So yeah. So I have nothing. He still has that Link 1 over there with the Tinyi monster. But I think he just straight up goes into battle phase. Yeah, he attacks, sets a card, passes. I get my... Yeah, it was just bad. Like, we were in a grind game, and like, I had Vion, I top deck Vion. And then the minute I searched for Liquid Soldier, he actually had a droll in hand, and then I was just, and then I TTT took the, like, if Verte was still here, I actually would have made Verte, and then I would have been in a very, very good spot, because since he was bricking, I actually would have made Dominance with Fusion Destiny instead of Phoenix. That way I would have looked at the top 5, put a brick on top, made him pass, and then I would have killed him. I'm actually going to show one game of round 3, because it was against branded Eldritch. I got 2-0'd, because I really just don't like Eldritch. Like, it's just so annoying. I really don't have to feel like sitting here and explaining 2 rounds of this crap. I mean, you know, I had the negate for the monster just so he couldn't continue with his Despia plays. But then I'm just like, then when I was like actually trying to get through his disruptions, when I made I should have kept going and used my Miracle Fusion to make Liquid Soldier. But what I really, really hate about Eldritch is, like, when I'm sitting there with all my monsters and I'm ready to kill, I'm just like, dude, I'm not going to be able to do a lot of damage because everything's in defense. And during my end phase, he's just going to plus, because the Albion, I think that's that one, he's just going to search for a branded spell, and then he's going to set 2, then he's going to be able to set 2 Golden Land cards. And, like, I'm just like, no matter what I do, you're just gonna plus. Like, I really hope that Eldritch gets hit in some kind of way, because it's, like, ridiculous. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, I'm like, it doesn't matter if I kill your cards. You're just gonna plus anyway. Like, nothing would have changed. Like, if I would have killed his cards or not. And then, so, like, I just ended up passing. And then he does some XC plays. He puts the Malicious back in my hand. I don't know why he just didn't put the Sunrise back. And then he did the burn with that. Sorry, I actually just woke up. He did the bird damage with that XC's monster, and then he just pretty much just swung over everything. And then the next game didn't go any different. So, round 4. This was actually against Black Wings, and this game was actually pretty fun. We actually ended up drawing this game, so he's just going to be popping off with Black Wings. You know, I actually opened up no hand traps games 1 and 2, and what's funny is he just ended up making Ultimate Falcon. Both games. I'm just like, I wonder why he didn't try to make Armor Master. I think he was saying he didn't open up like a certain I guess there's like a certain card or cards that let you go into more of your synchro play. But he just ended up making Ultimate Falcon most of the time. So yeah. Let's see. I probably could have speeded up this more, because I didn't realize, because I put this on like ×5, but it seems like it's still taking a while to do his combo. Yeah, he makes a redoer, and I think he actually takes a Stratos, which I really hated, because it literally just immediately revealed what I was playing. So I drew my card, he takes my Stratos, and he's like, oh, Stratos. So it's like, well, shit, now he immediately knows I'm playing heroes. But I think I had a Lightning Storm for the back row, I believe. No, I didn't have anything for the back row. Yeah, he activated, I forgot what he activated, but I was able to TTT. I took the Rusty because I actually couldn't, which I just realized. I'm just now realizing this, because I TTT'd. And he's like, you can't target redoer, and I just realized TTT doesn't target. See, I just totally wasn't in like, I was just totally somewhere else that day, and plus I was just so out of in-person practice. I just totally just like, I could have just TTT'd and took his redoer, But it didn't matter. I just go into my plays. He fog bladed. I think I tried a fog blade. I can't remember, but I know I had a. But it didn't matter because I just increased, and then going to my Wonder Driver, I go to Sunrise, get my polymerization. I think I drew my 2 cards, and I just make Trinity, because Trinity was like the only way I could get over the Ultimate Falcon, because I actually wasn't playing Honest Neos today, so I really had to just make Trinity just to get over that Ultimate Falcon. But Trinity just ended up doing so much damage, and then that was all she wrote for that game. And then Sunrise, and then even the Rusty DeBardiche, because he gets boosted by Sunrise as well, so he had enough. Game 2, literally, he pretty much did the exact same board. He had the exact same board, which is kind of funny. He's just like, well, I guess this is gonna be the exact same round, and I was like, well, yeah, I guess so. But yeah, he just go ahead and make the same board. But I'm gonna just go ahead and fast forward that for you guys. All right, so as you can see, he made the same board, 2 face downs. I start off with D-Force. I think I just needed the D-Force so I could. No. So Foolishness, Shadow Mist, Search Stratos, Normal Stratos. I think I was trying to bait the Fog Blade because I think I had the combo anyway. But yeah, Search I guess Ferris. I'm gonna combo off a little bit here. But I can't remember what caused us to draw here. Was it? I can't remember if it was time or because I know I burned for 1,000. I know that's what happened off of. Yeah, I think he tried a Fog Blade, and then I used. I don't know why he just didn't wait for the Fog Blade on the increase, because like I would activate an effect, and then he would. Then I would just chain the increase. I think that's what kept happening. But I'm not honestly sure what caused us to draw here. Because I know the Blue Eyes match was the only game I won, but this was like filmed like 2 days ago, so I'm having a little difficult time trying to remember. Yeah, he had the Redoer, and he was trying to bounce the Absolute Zero back to my hand, and he doesn't get his effect when that happens. So I just mass changed it into Acid, so then he had to bounce the Acid instead. But the Acid missed timing, so I was just only able to wipe the Redoer, but since I was under life points anyway, and I just didn't have enough to get over the Ultimate Falcon, that's pretty much just what I don't even know why he continued to go, because I was like, we're not gonna have enough time, because you just have this Ultimate Chicken, you can just keep burning me for 1,000 if I don't have a monster. But yeah, round 5, it's not showing it. Actually, no, this was round 6, I believe, because as you can see, my playmat changed. Because after that draw, I was like, I'm already X3. I have 1 draw. I'm like, there's really no point. I'm not going to be able to make it to top cut. But dude was already set up, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? I'll play this last one. Why not? Because I was like, I don't get to play in person enough. So I was like, due to the locals and everything. So I was like, sure, I'll play this last one. He ended up 2-0ing me. He's playing Branded. I actually went first. Popped off. I actually ended up giving him the Dark Angel. But unfortunately, he actually opened up Droplet. So I didn't have a Dark Law on the field at the time because it was just Phoenix and Absolute Zero. I didn't have the Dark Law, so he was able to get rid of the Dark Angel. A Cosmic, I had to, because he negated the. I don't know why he didn't chain Cosmic with the Droplet. So that way, whatever. I guess he didn't know I was gonna make any monsters with mass change. Like, I guess he didn't know I had like a mass change or something. But me personally, I would have chained the Cosmic, then chained Forbidden Droplet. So you could have just sent the Cosmic and the Dark Angel, and that would have been it. Because Cosmic wasn't gonna resolve fully because you had to pay the 1,000 for cost. Then you would chain Droplet, send the Cosmic, send the Dark Angel, and he would have, But he pops off. The Dark Law hurt him a little bit, but it didn't take long for him to get over it. He was mostly scared of the Absolute Zero while Dark Law was on the field, because, then everything would just be banished. But it didn't take long for him to, but when I took the damage, I had the increase, and so I was just like, alright, well, I'm going to use increase to get rid of my Ab-Zero. But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to mostly talk about how the tournament went, probably for the rest of this. So, it was in a place in Cool Springs Mall called Bellon Gaming. This was like their first official event that they hosted, and for their first time, they did all right. But it was, it was just a little bit misorganized. Everybody was kind of confused on where they were supposed to sit. There was no, like, match slips. Like, how you sign the paper, like, when you win or not. You're just supposed to just go up there and tell them that you won. So I was just like, that's a little sketch. Like, what if a dude gets up before me and just says he won? Like, and then I go over there, and then it just ends up being a hole. But mostly everybody was just, honest. Thankfully. But, yeah, I hope to see them host more events in the future. I know they just keep mostly doing things on, I think, Wednesday in the middle of the week, which is really random. Like, I don't know why they would do it on a Wednesday instead of, like, Friday, Saturday. But, they're mostly, like, a video game place. Like, they have, like, the whole, like, computer setup. They got PS5s. The computers and all that. I think they're mostly a game place, but I think they want to start hosting Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they have some card game stuff. I hope they just host Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that would be great. I would love to just have one shop that just focuses on Yu-Gi-Oh! Because anytime I've just not been to any good stores that just honestly care about Yu-Gi-Oh! Enough to where they just, barely give us events. They host our games on crappy days. But, yeah. So hopefully see more Saturday events from them, because that's not the only time I can play. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to cut this video pretty short. Our game 1 for this actually lasted like 30-something minutes. Like, we just kept going back and forth. I was really reaching to try to get that Plasma on the field, but I just could not get Plasma because I knew Plasma was going to win me that match. I just couldn't get Plasma on the board. And what's funny right here is he used that to get the Dystopia back. And, I'm going to leave it to my opponent to read cards. What's funny is he didn't know that Dystopia could have popped a card the whole time because Phoenix is making it lose attack. He could have popped something with Dystopia the whole time. But I chose not to inform my opponent because I'm like, you grabbed my graveyard. You read my cards. You should know what this card did when you revived it. So I'm going to leave it to you. I'm not going to tell you. I told him after the game, I was like, you could have popped something with Dystopia the whole time. But yeah, he just OTKs me here. But I'm not going to talk about game 2 because it was very, very short because it was like 30-something minutes. But yeah, anyway, guys, this is going to be Trinity Wolf signing out with Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, episode 5, where 6, sorry, where I totally scrubbed. I think this is episode 6. Oh, gosh. You could totally make fun of me down in the comments if I'm wrong. But anyway, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. We've reached the halfway point. We're almost at 1,000. I can't thank you guys enough for the support. Shout outs from Rogue Hero, D-Time. You guys are awesome. Love your guys' content. If you guys don't know who they are, please check out their videos. That's Rogue Hero and D-Time. Those guys are awesome. They make excellent hero content just like I do. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace out.